Man, what a week. I had intended on bringing you guys a film about a basic documentary. This was for my Communications 1400 class, and it was going to be about getting back on the old dirt bike. And unfortunately, my life took a little bit of a turn. Last Friday, which was the 4th, my newborn son, developed a fever. And this continued to progress in a negative way until the point where Saturday morning at about 1 o'clock, we made the decision to take him to the emergency room. Apparently, he developed something called meningitis, and this bacterial meningitis was running through his spinal fluid and in his blood. So for about 24 to 48 hours after arriving at the hospital, my wife and I could almost do nothing. I could do less than nothing because I couldn't feed him or take any pain away or anything. I could just sit there and watch him live or die. And that was incredible. Unfortunately, I had to leave to take my other kids. I have 6 other kids besides my son George. And I had to take them to a ballet recital for 3 of my girls that had been set in motion weeks in advance. And there was nothing I could do about it. Meanwhile, my wife stayed at the hospital this whole time. And I'll have to tell you, we all plan to do things. The Bible talks about don't make a plan because you don't know. I really wanted to show you guys me getting back on the old dirt bike after a couple years ago where I had a really bad wreck. Pretty well jacked up my back. Was riding at a local dirt track park. I went off one jump after having done a couple laps of this track, leaned back a little bit, and then when I hit the ground I was in a wheelie. And because I was falling off the back, I rolled on the gas, which made me carry the wheelie, increasing speed into the next jump. And you can see how this ends. I took that jump on the back wheel. The bike and I separated in midair. I landed in a sitting position, a lot like I am now. And I remember thinking as I was flying through the air, this is gonna be great GoPro footage. And then at the same time saying a little prayer, Lord, please don't let me be paralyzed. Didn't go unconscious, almost passed out from the shock, but didn't pass out. Had a buddy there, we got me home, got the bike on the trailer. Anyway, subsequent visits to a chiropractor, kind of found out that one of my discs had either herniated or had slipped. So we started straightening me out, and it's been 2 years. And this whole video was going to be a documentary of me going to the track. And I wanted to show you guys, what it was to have overcome some type of pain like that. But unfortunately, here we are. My son's doing a lot better now. It's been a week. He's been on a antibody medication, a couple different ones. He'll live. But yeah, for 3 or 4 days there, after he kind of pulled back from the precipice, as it was, his fevers were going up and down, and he had some high fevers, 104, 105. The doctor said that he must have had a headache like we can't imagine for days. They did an MRI and they scanned his brain to see exactly what dark spots or any would be there. And come to find out, he did have a couple in some non-critical areas, non-motor function areas. We'll know more later as he grows. But God is so good, and I thank Him and I praise Him so much for allowing my son to stay with us. I'm really looking forward to spend the rest of my life with him. I say all this to say this, we have plans, and we go out with our bikes and we ride and we have fun with them. But don't forget, guys, where we need to be.